Welcome to this fiery sacred practice that will encourage you to find natural beauty, a higher perspective, and a deeper insight when life gets rough around the edges. It will teach you finding your inner fire, your willpower, your dedication to stay with things that you started and bring them to successful completion. Prepare for this enlivening, challenging and detoxing practice in comfortable seat, heart lifted, shoulders relaxed. Keep your spine upright and your navel actively drawing to your spine, sucking in your lower belly. Then bring your hands to your heart in Namasté, preparing, centering, giving thanks before we start our sadhana. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, draw them down to your heart. Inhale, arms lift. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Exhale, bring it down into your heart. Then prepare for our core segment here. Feet in front, hip width apart. Roll onto your back vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping your tailbone drawing to your heels, lengthening your lower back. Make sure that both sides of your torso are equally extended. Put your thumbs on your lower ribs and your ring and middle fingers on your hip bones. Start with pelvic tilts. Inhale, push your tailbone into the floor, arching your lower back. Exhale, activate Uddiyana Bandha as you round up. Couple more rounds of pelvic tilts here. Synchronize your movements and your breath. Then release your hands and place them beside your body. Exhale, come up from your center. Lift the shoulder blades off the floor. Inhale and exhale, draw the right knee to your chest, touching your right hand to your right ankle. Stay lifted throughout. And exhale, change sides. Continue on your own, but make sure you move from your center and your neck is relaxed. If this is already enough for you, stay here. Otherwise, bring your legs in tabletop and firmly hug the midline with your thighs, tailbone still extended. Inhale here and exhale, come up. Both hands touch the outside of your lower legs. You can also only touch your knees, but dig deeper and keep flowing. Inhale, release halfway only. Exhale, come up again. Pulse with your breath here, building the fire. Couple of times more. Use the power of your breath to keep going. And then release, come down. And inhale, lift your pelvis into shoulder bridge. Tailbone draw into your knees. And exhale, roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. You can add one pelvic tilt here to reset at center again. Get ready for the next round. Legs in tabletop again. Exhale, come up. Left arm to outside of right leg. Extend your right arm back. Inhale, exhale, flow back to center and deepen by lifting up a little bit. Change sides. And come back to center and change sides. Make sure your upper body stays lifted from your center throughout this practice. Inhale, left arm extends back. Make sure your upper body stays lifted from your center throughout this practice. And recall that you can always add a little bit of spice by coming up even higher when you flow through center. Stay with your breath and release. Flow again into shoulder bridge to stretch out your abdominals and roll down again. Optional pelvic tilt after your tailbone touches the earth. Inhale, come up. Exhale, roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Then root your tailbone into the earth as a brief counter movement and flow up one more time and slowly descend to the floor. Lift your legs one more time into tabletop. Come up with an exhale and touch your lower legs as we flow into double leg stretch. Exhale, draw everything back to center into a tiny little ball. Inhale, arms and legs fully extend. Exhale, as you draw back in, push all the old air out of your lungs. You're doing great, couple of times more. If your lower back loses contact with the earth, focus on pulling your navel to your spine even more and just extend one leg at a time. Inhale, extend energy through your toes and fingers. Exhale, draw everything back to center into a tiny little ball. Especially when you extend, make sure that your neck is free and your shoulders are away from your ears. Then with your next exhale, squeeze your legs firmly to your chest and come up even more. Knees touching your forehead here. And exhale, come down and release. One last round of shoulder bridge here. Enjoy the release, vertebrae by vertebrae. And the counter movement, pelvic tilt at the end of the roll down. Inhale, come up, lift your hips. Exhale, massage your back on your way down. Then draw your knees into the spine and massage your lower back and sacrum. Cross your shins and come onto hands and knees and carefully lower down onto your belly, hands under your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back as you come up into Sahaja or spontaneous cobra. Trust your inherent flow here and let the movement and intuitive motion guide you on your way up. Inhale, push your arms into the earth, come up into full cobra. Find a place where your lower back is happy and free. Shoulders roll back, heart lifted, and exhale, flow down. One more time, come up, lengthening your abdominals. Pelvis stays on the floor, legs firmly grounded. Exhale, flow down. You can deepen here by coming onto your fingertips as you draw up, lifting your chest, shoulders roll back. Exhale, release. Come up and onto hands and knees and root your hands into the earth, activating Hasta Bandha, shoulders back as we segue into bear rolls. Legs and arms stay completely still as your torso draws to the right and down with an inhale. Exhale, left and up as upper back rounds. Inhale, right, heart to the floor, lower back arched. Exhale, to the left and up, upper back arching. I find that many of my student friends find this movement difficult, and an image that might help you is to picture yourself kneeling inside a huge golden sphere and wanting to touch the inside of the sphere with your upper body as you move sideways, up and down with your torso. And then change directions and flow to the left first, then down, up to your right, and finally rounding your upper chest. You may find this challenging at first. Be patient as you continue to gain fluidity here. It's also very common that one direction is very different from the other, so just stay with it, and I promise that your coordination will improve. Sit back into Balasana, third eye grounded, long deep breathing. Get ready for action, and from hands and knees, push back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Root your knuckles, triceps roll to the floor. Activate Hasta Bandha. Core set your ribs, navel to the spine. Sit bones draw back behind you. Inhale, right leg comes up. Keep your hips parallel. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, move from your center, right leg up, extend through the sole of your right foot. Breathe into the back of your left leg and exhale. Draw your right leg through, left heel drops. Straighten your front leg and place your right palm outside your right leg onto the mat, onto a block or onto your ankle. Inhale, draw your left arm up, shoulder stacked. and look up. Keep both sides of your waist equally extended as your right buttock rolls under, left hip point up and back. Then bring your extended left arm back to your hip and inhale, move the arm across the horizon over the top of your head and circle it back behind you to your left hip again. Inhale, draw it forward, roll the chest open. Exhale, return back. One last round. Inhale, come up, then place your left hand onto your left hip. You can stay here or deepen by bringing your left arm to the inside of your right thigh to square your chest to the side as you come forward into Ardha Chandrasana. Again, right hip rolls under, left hip up and back. Move your upper body back, life in your back leg. Flex your foot, breathe, then extend your top arm. Exhale, come out and release the pose. Hands to the mat, lift your heart. And pulse here with your breath to lengthen the spine before coming into Urdhva Prasarita Ekabadasana, standing split. Left hand behind your right calf. Exhale, set your left leg down and release. Inhale, flow into a rhythmic vinyasa between Ardha Uttanasana and full Uttanasana. Then inhale, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, arms reach up. Exhale, immediately flow down again. Inhale, halfway up Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back into plank and find your firm stance here. Heels draw back, navel to the spine, shoulders back and connected to the pelvis. Then bring your arms a little bit wider than your mat and turn your fingers in. 9 sacred push-ups. Inhale, come down, bending your elbows to the side. Exhale, push up 4. Inhale, down. Exhale, up 5. Focus on keeping in your navel firmly glued to the spine and continue to work the polarities of heels, heart, and navel shoulders. And 9. You can always come onto your knees here, but make sure you are not collapsing in the chest. And then release back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come back onto hands and knees, hips directly over your knees, and walk your hands forward. You can rest your forehead on the earth and let gravity do its work here, or deepen by surrendering your sternum to the floor. Outer shoulders rolling down to the earth to deepen, and relax and open your shoulders after the push-ups. Enjoy this passive back bend and keep your neck relaxed and extended, chin on the floor. Long deep breathing. Then inhale, navel to spine, and wave it forward into Sphinx on your forearms, heart drawing through the gate of your arms. Relax your buttocks and thighs, widen your collarbones, and relax your jaw. Breathe. Hands on fingertips under your shoulders. Start by rolling your shoulders back and come up into Cobra. Lift your heart. Exhale, come down, third eye to the floor. Inhale, push up, upward dog. Exhale, pull back, downward dog. Reset, center yourself, release. Calm your breath. Then come onto your knees, interlace your hands, head to the earth, and open your shoulders as you keep your heart extended. Again, long deep breathing. Then release your arms, come forward, and pull back into downward dog. Pulse with your breath here. Inhale, root your hands, left leg comes up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, from your center, extend the right leg up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, lift your left leg one more time. Draw it through center and set the foot down. Right heel drops. Heels on one long line. Left sit bone to the midline. Straighten your left leg. For your left hand, use a placement that supports you with an opening in the asana, either on your ankle, a block, or on the mat. Inhale, shift your pelvis. Left sit bone rolls under. Turn your upper body to the right and draw your right arm up to the sky. Arms stacked. Prepare for the body vinyasa. Inhale, straight right arm caresses the horizon as your arm comes overhead. Exhale, rotate the arm in the shoulder socket and bring it back behind you to further open the chest with your arm movement. Inhale, flow up, and exhale, release. Inhale, big wide circle to deepen your upper body rotation to the side. Exhale, release. Enjoy the movement. As before, you can bring your right arm to your right hip or move it around your body and place the hand on the inside of your left hip to stabilize the opening of your chest. Bend your front knee and come forward into Ardha Chandrasana. You can also use a block here if that supports you. Again, left buttock rolls under the body and right hip opens to the sky. Take your left shoulder back into the body and connect it with your pelvis. You can stay in the bind to encourage the twist, but if you feel stable, release your right arm up to the sky, equally extending through all limbs. Long, deep breathing. Then release the pose as you bring your right arm to the floor. Lift one more time up and out of your pelvis. Heart extends. Flow in a preparatory rhythmic vinyasa here. And then fold forward into standing splits. Left hand presses against your left calf. Full Urdhva Prasarita Ekabadasana. Neck is free, navel to the spine. Right hand presses firmly into the floor. Exhale, release and fold forward into Uttanasana. Also here extend again halfway up and then pressing your hands, use your exhale to deepen your fold. Find length here. Then with an inhale, fly up with a straight back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fly down, spread your wings, let your heart lead you on your way down. Exhale, step back with that into plank, preparing for another round of 9 push-ups. Inhale, come down, exhale up 2, 3, move from your center, 4, 5, drawing your shoulder blades together and down to your pelvis, 7, 8, and 9. Hold for a breath here and bring your arms together again, fingers forward, and from your center flow back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then come onto your knees again and flow one more time into Anahatasana to release your shoulders and find complementary softness in this back bend to the strength that you just built before. Recall your options here. You can bring your forehead to the floor or let Hidraya, your heart, touch the earth here. Just make sure you stay in an alignment that supports you with your opening. Again, let gravity do the work for you. Then pick up your navel again and wave it forward into Sphinx. Draw your heart through. Then set your hands and flow up into Cobra. Come down. Inhale, Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Dog. Long, deep breathing here. Center yourself and find neutral. Next, come onto your knees into Balasana, Child's Pose. Forehead to the earth, wide collarbones. And again, interlace your fingers behind your back, opening your shoulders. Before you lift your arms to the sky, roll your shoulders back and do your best to keep your breastbone extended. You can also gently pause here with your breath to further the opening, checking the 2 points of shoulder integration and heart lifting. Use your body as a lab to playfully experiment. Come back up again onto your hands and knees, and from your center, pull back into downward dog. Micro pulsations with your breath here. Let the breath inform, inspire, and move you. Right foot to center of mat. Left leg rises. Draw it back to earth and set the foot down. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, set it down. One more time. Left leg comes up. Exhale, draw the leg forward and through into Vira stance. Roll up from your center. Arms come overhead. Exhale, draw it down to your heart. Step a little bit closer in, square your hips forward, root your tailbone down, and inhale, lift your chest, shoulders roll back, left hand to left hip. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, one long line, come down gradually and consciously with a long flat back. Right arm to your mat or on a block outside your left foot. Use your left hand to roll the left hip back. Sacrum is flat and parallel to the earth. Extend your top arm up, lengthen your heart forward and fully rotate your chest to the side. Parivrita Trikonasana. Then place your top arm onto your left hip again. Take a block and come forward, preparing for Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Sacrum is again parallel to the earth as chest spirals to the left. Root the shoulder of your right arm back to your hip and relax your neck. Then release the pose, set your hands and carefully prepare for standing splits. Right fingertips in line with toes of your left foot. Left hand pushes against your left calf. Do your best to extend both sides of your waist. Long spine. Relax your neck. Balance from your navel and draw your shoulders away from the ears. Then release the pose. Set your right leg to your left. Inhale, extend your heart. Lift halfway up and exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, come onto your fingertips, extend. And exhale, full Uttanasana. Follow this rhythmic vinyasa with your breath. Then release the pose and sit back into Malasana. Upper arms and elbows inside your thighs and knees. Root your tailbone, lift your heart, and widen your collarbones as much as you can while dropping your shoulders consciously. Push your elbows against your inner knees. You can stay here and work with opening your inner hips. Or release and set your hands as you get ready for Bakasana. Work your heels together on the mat, standing on the balls of your feet. Set your hands shoulder width apart in front of you, pushing them away to help you with the isolation of pelvis and torso. Dive a little bit deeper into your hips. Root your shoulders. Next step, work your upper arms in front of your shins. Knees as high as possible on your upper arms. Draw your elbows from the side to the midline. First, lift one foot off, drawing everything into your navel here, and then lift the other foot. Jump or step back into plank. Arms to the outside of your mat, fingers turned inwards. Get ready for 9 fiery sacred push-ups here. Come onto your knees if you need to, but make sure you hold the energy at your navel and do not break through the center. Make sure your gaze is forward so your heart keeps extending forward throughout your practice here. Fire in your mind. Release and melt into Anahatasana. Knees under your hips, heart or forehead to the floor. Let gravity help you with the release. Then from your navel, pull forward, drawing your heart through the gate of your arms, shoulders released. Relax your buttock muscles, navel to the spine. Wide collarbones here. Release and flow up into high cobra. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Center and reset. Before flowing down into Balasana, opening your shoulders. Release and roll up for another shoulder opener here. Inhale, arms flow wide out to the side. Exhale, right arm under the left, Garudasana arms. Inhale, arms come up, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, release, pulse back down again. Then release. Open your arms wide with an inhale and exhale, left arm on the right, Garudasana arms other side. Flow up here, releasing your shoulders. Draw them down just a little bit. Offer a prayer here in Anjali. And come forward, hands and knees, before pulling back from center into downward dog. Consciously place your hands. Establish again a free-flowing energy circuit here. Ground, recharge, and release. All three rivers of your spine equally extended. Left leg moves to center of mat. Inhale, right leg extends from center. Exhale, set it down. Change legs. Inhale, shoulders parallel. Exhale, place the left foot down. Inhale, come up right leg. Exhale, draw the leg through. Left heel drops. Extend the front leg and come rolling up. As arms reach up. Exhale, draw hands to heart. Step in a little bit closer, root your tailbone. And square your hips forward. Right hand on right hip. Pull the feet on the mat away from each other. Lift your heart and inhale. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, offer it forward with integrity and an open heart. Back is straight, no pressure, nothing holding back here. Take your time on your way down. It's better to ensure your heart is always guiding you on than to cave in and go deeper quickly and losing what's essential. Then set your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Place your right hand on your sacrum. Ensure that it's parallel to the earth. Keep that and then twist from the base. Hips parallel before extending your upper arm. Then rest your right hand on your right hip again, left arm on a block, and come forward, flowing into Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Parallel hips, root your left shoulders back down towards your hip, and then twist from your navel to your right. Live in the back leg as you are channeling energy in all four directions. Keep a calm, centered flow. Then release the pose and turn back to center again, preparing for another round of Urdhva Prasarita Ekabadasana. Use again your breath to lift you up and extend to find the length before diving deeper with your exhale into the standing balance forward bend. You have to use the bandhas here to find foundational stability. Calm your breath and find commitment to your expression from center, even if you're shaking. Carefully release the pose. Set the left leg down. Inhale, lift halfway up, rhythmic vinyasa between Ardha Uttanasana and full Uttanasana. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, release. Hands to heart. Step your feet hip-width apart and flow down into Malasana. Elbows pushing against your inner knees, long spine. Offer your heart forward and do not round your upper back. Breathe and release. Next round of crow pose, Bakasana. Walk back, heels together, knees wide, and work your upper arms under your shins. If you're still building a pose and find yourself feeling anxious already at this point, stay here and breathe calmly until moving into Bakasana is no longer a big deal. Otherwise, bring your hips high, take one leg off and then the other, and fly on your hands. Set it down and walk back into plank or jump back as before. Bring your arms wide here, turning your fingers in. Another round of 9 push-ups, challenging your will and dedication. Both heels pull back behind you, heart lifted, shoulders and hips connected. You're doing fabulous. Hold your focus and dedicate this energy and willpower to something that really matters in your life. Release and pull back into downward dog. Then knees to the floor directly under your hips. Walk your hands forward and rest either on your forehead or on your heart in Anahatasana. Send your breath into your shoulders and release there. Long deep breathing. Inhale, roll forward into Sphinx, shoulders wide to the side. Come into Sahaja Cobra, rolling your shoulders and let this wave carry you up. Release your neck here. Exhale, descend. Inhale, optional cobra on your fingertips. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Inhale, push up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inner thighs rolling back, widen your sit bones and extend your spine from your base here. Reset, regroup and center. Find an even deeper release in Balasana, child's pose. Hands can rest in front of you or flow back. Stay here if this feels right. Otherwise, use again Prasarita C arms to deepen the release in your shoulders. Root your humerus, your upper arm bones, deeper into the joint by rolling your shoulders back and drawing them to your hips before extending your arms further up. See if you are losing your heart here and rounding your upper back. Then release your arms and sit back on your heels again. Inhale, arms come wide. Exhale, left arm under right. Garudasana pulsations. Breathe between your shoulder blades here. Exhale, release. Arms come wide. Inhale. Exhale, right arm on the left, lengthening your neck and gently pulse here. Open your arms and flow forward. And from hands and knees, come back into downward dog. Find your center and gently pulse with your breath. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, set it down. Change sides. Left leg up, shoulders parallel. Set it down. Last time. Right leg comes up. Extend. Pull the leg through, back heel drops, straighten the front leg. And roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Step back in, hips come forward, lift your front hip points. Inhale, arms extend forward from your heart. Exhale, push back behind you what you don't need anymore and bring your hands in Prastanjali, reverse Namasté, or grab your elbows if this is too difficult. Roll the shoulder heads back. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, come forward, heart leading, long back, hips are squared, feet pulling apart the mat underneath you. Take your time to come down, Push your palms together and draw your elbows up to the sky. Extend your heart to your front foot. Inhale, come back up halfway. Exhale, sit down for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right leg over left leg. Bring your left arm to the outside of your right thigh. Both sit bones firmly grounded. Inhale, draw your heart up. And exhale, twist deeper, using the strength of your left side ribs and the pull of your right shoulder. Release with an exhale. Set both hands to the inside of your right foot and walk a little bit back on your mat, both knees pointing forward. Place your left arm behind you and come onto the balls of your feet. As you inhale, the right arm overhead. Exhale, draw the right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Level your knees to the front and come into Chaturanga arms for Parsva Bakasana. Pull your feet high. Then gently set it down, release, and come forward into Balasana. Before preparing for the next round of sacred push-ups, arms wide, fingers turned in, and begin. Full extension in your body. Again, look forward to extend your heart and root your shoulders. Feel the fire building in your body, burning away all negativity and indecisiveness as the content that prevents you from soaring high comes to light. Release by pushing back into downward dog. Activate Uddiyana Bandha to send the energy up, and then come onto your hands and knees again and flow into Anahata Asana. Release your shoulders. Then flow forward into Sphinx for a heart extension on your belly. Inhale, Cobra on your fingertips, come up. Exhale, flow down. Inhale, Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Dog. Next, opening your shoulders again with Prasarita Sea Arms in Balasana. And then one fluid motion, come into the Garudasana shoulder opening, sitting on your heels. First right arm under left arm. Use your breath to pulse and gently open here. Release. Arms come wide with an inhale and change sides. Lift, widen and release in synchronization with your breath. Then release. Right arm comes up as left hand grabs right elbow and pull your right elbow behind your head towards the midline, but keep your tailbone rooted and your front ribs closed. You can stay here or deepen by grabbing with your right arm your left upper arm, left hand in Gyan Mudra. Let your extended left arm flow down. Calm, deep breathing. Inhale, left arm reaches back up as left hand grabs right elbow and draw it back behind your head. To deepen, bring your left hand to your right upper arm, right hand in Gyan Mudra, and extend the arm out to the side. Then release your arms, hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. set your hands and pull back into downward dog. Prepare for your last round. Find neutral, free-flowing breath. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, right leg extends. Bring it down. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Left leg comes up and pull it forward and through as we prepare for Parsva Bakasana. Straight leg, roll up. And step closer. Square your hips. Lift your front hip bones. Drop the tailbone and engage Uddiyana. Inhale, arms reach forward. Bring them back. Hands in Prastanjali. Kidneys moving back down. Inhale, wave your heart up. And exhale, flow down with a straight back. Hands firmly pressing against each other. Elbows drawing up to the sky. First, your navel comes to your left thigh. Then your front ribs. And then your heart. Do not hide the light of your heart, but shine it forward, pulling your feet apart underneath you. Then bend both knees, releasing the pose, and come down into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Left leg up, right leg folded back. Again, root both of your sit bones, left arm behind you, and twist using your right arm against the outer left thigh. Release your neck here, heart extended, front foot firmly grounded. Work with your breath to deepen the pose. Inhale, spine extends, your heart towards the heavens. Exhale, deepen the twist. Look back over your left shoulder. Inhale, extend higher but stay grounded. And exhale, release the pose. Hands come to the inside of your left foot and pivot around and move a little bit more towards the center of your mat. Come onto the balls of your feet, knees together and leveled, and prepare to twist to your right. Set your right arm behind you and inhale, extend your left arm overhead. And then bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. You can repeat this movement to pull your upper body out of your pelvis and lengthen your side waist. Then consciously place both hands in front of you, elbows towards the midline. Walk your feet forward and lift off into Parsva Bakasana. Heels up high. Breathe. Then carefully set it down and release the pose. Last round of 9 push-ups and you've made it through all the challenges. Especially here towards the end of your practice, make sure your alignment is precise. It's better to take your yogic push-ups down a notch and come onto your knees, working with a straight back and strong core, than to fake it and break through your body, leaking and thereby losing energy. Use your breath to guide you through this one and be honest to yourself. Then come back onto your knees and release forward into Anahatasana. Calm breathing, settle into stillness. You have done your part. Surrender here. Roll into Sphinx again. And then come into Cobra on your fingertips, pelvis rooted. Upward dog, lift up. And your down dog for a final release. Flow into Balasana. Enjoy the counterbalance for your shoulders here. Come up to sitting, and one last time, inhale, spread your wings, and exhale, right on the left, eagle arms. Close your eyes if you want to, and breathe into the sensation in your arms and shoulders. Inhale, come wide, exhale, change sides. Release with an exhale. Inhale, bring your arms wide again and flow into Gomukhasana, opening for your shoulder joints. Same as before, left arm grabs right elbow, stay here, or deepen if you feel guided to. Listen to what you need right now. Inhale, come up, change sides. Exhale, release. Then inhale, lift both arms overhead, and exhale, Chaya Mudra as hands in Namasté come behind your head. Inhale, offer it up one more time, and exhale, draw hands in Anjali to your heart, sealing your practice. And then for your final release, roll over your feet and prepare for Shavasana, final relaxation. Slow, long, deep breathing here. Let go of your thinking mind and enter feeling mind. Enjoy the bhava of the moment before falling deeper into emptiness and presence. If thoughts arise, do not chase after them, but return to the rise and fall of your breath. I wish you success in all your endeavors, honoring the harmony and truthfulness of the One. Namaste. Thank you for our practice together.